I didn't come back from Preston. I came back in Preston before around 4 p.m. But let's see what we done today in Preston. We had the Preston Mela on the Saturday, 13th June 2026. We had Preston Mela at Miller Park, and then like Avon Park, they're kind of close together. But let's see. When I came to Preston, got off the bus station, I walked past the Harris building, and they had like these market stalls. Like Preston has a lot of makers market, and it's very cute because um now I spoke to this artist, which I still need to follow on Instagram. I will tag her in as well. Once I followed her, I will tag her into this video on Instagram. I think I've written it down, but I didn't load because of the Wi-Fi. So this seemed that she took today at the Preston Makers Market was about tea set, as you can see. I picked blue because blue is was my mom's favorite color, and I've written her name there alongside two beautiful ladies. And I picked the bourbon chocolate cookie because my niece loves that. I love these two cookies. I'm not much of a bourbon fan, but I love these two cookies, mainly the jam cookies, so I picked that one. And of course, yeah, coffee or tea. And then I walked around. I was looking at the food store, but because it was a bit warm, I was more thirsty, so I didn't really want to eat anything. I didn't eat anything, but it doesn't matter. And then I came across this quote that said, "You are becoming the best version of yourself." And it just smiled at me. First, I'm a pink girly, pink makeup, pink stuff, clothes. And I said to myself, this quote is something I need, so I had to get this one. And then before go again, I had to just stroll around Preston Makers Market first. So in this yellow bag is like you get like when you get like one of these soft toys. I got a bumblebee because what else I'm walking past, the bumblebee said it's reading time. So I've got now three reading animals. So this one is my reading sheep. I named her Camilla. This one is my reading horse. I named her Dale. And then this bumblebee, when it looked at me, I said, "You're coming with me. You're my reading bee." And I named my reading bee after my mom, Angelica. And the lady put it in here, this bag. And of course, I only this is like let's grow Preston, where I got this plant. And when I walked past, this was actually in Preston Mela Park. So when I went right through Avon Park, I could already hear like Indian music, Indian Pakistan, like South Asian music, and I was like, okay, follow the music. And then I was like looking, taking pictures and everything. I will post that as well. But right near the front, where they had like stalls, like charity stalls and stuff, and then they had like henna. There's so many henna men and Mendy stalls, and they were so busy. You could get your henna done for free, and it was lovely. I was like, I know the finger of mine smudged a bit, but it's okay. I love it. I can't do it professionally. So at first I got this plant. There were so many plants, like it's kind of like a garden center. I love garden centers and I love like gardening, and it's something a gift my both my parents have uh, granted me and my siblings. And then I just picked up this card which belongs to this one. It has the socials on and contact details, so I can contact them if I need like help. I'd probably help them out as well. But anyway, I love this. I love henna mendies. Like one thing why I like henna over tattoos is because you know, like when you go to a tattoo artist, it remains on your skin. But with henna, it's beautiful design, but it actually won't last long. So you always have to tend to apply more. I don't mind my nails. I only painted my nails myself. So yeah, and then also after getting like this plant and some talking to just like the stalls, the charity stalls, there was like domestic abuse. There was some leaflets I picked up. But it's about multiple sclerosis. It's a very rare condition, but it's because it was about South Asian, and in the South Asian community, people with that condition if they have it, they get looked down under. So because I studied health and social, I knew what they meant, and it's like, hold on, I know it, but I definitely know I don't have it. But it's just really sad that a lot of people in the South Asian community look down on it, and oh yeah, and then there was so many craft stalls, which again was busy. But this one is really cute because the artist over there I sat with, she draws you this and then she gives you these white crayons that you draw, but it smudges a bit. But this is supposed to be a picture, like in the South Asian countries like Pakistan, India, Arabia. A lot of like if you're not aristocratic or royal, you you like if you're working class or middle class, you had to go to the well and you had to get like water and then you had to bring it home, cook it and everything. And it's how people worked in that area, and it's just lovely. There was so many. This wasn't the only picture. There was so many other pictures, like other South Asian stories that you could draw through art. I just picked this one because this one just is shows like the hardworking side of South Asian communities, like well countries though, because I know here in the UK we just like have supermarkets like us and Tesco. So, oh yes, before going to the Preston Mela again, I've been walked through the Square Garden, and again every time I'm looking looking through Winkley Square Garden, and every time I look at that orange pretty little library, I think like I'm gonna check what books they have. And then I found this The Hearts of Horses by Molly Claus, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get this because it's just like, and it mentioned about Martha lesson helps with like a German family who's ostracized by the community, and then to save the horses and a wagon. So it's kind of like a countryside. Of course, horses live in the countryside, and people who tend to them are country people, and it's just I love horses. The Hearts of Horses. It says it's a barometer. I love this. I'm gonna read as well. But first, I'm gonna have to finish off this book. This one is because I have to finish this off. This is Whispers in Lancashire Fog, by Meg Goodwin. It's an independent author. I borrowed it from the Burnley Library because it's just. I mean, I love kind of like thriller crime, and it's based in Burnley, like the Pendle area. And I'm gonna get hold of. Like, I really need to get hold of her and like follow her and talk to her. Um, but also of course respect her boundaries. But yeah, this is like the secrets and loyalties. So if you like thriller, like crime, and there's also some really good things in there, like about domestic and sexual violence is in here. If you do read it, and it might be these scenes might be upsetting for some, so you can read it, but read it at your own pace because there are some upsetting scenes. Of course, they did upset me, but for some they might be upsetting. But I do like it because I like indie authors, independent authors who publish on Amazon KDP or like however they published independently. So I kind of like this, and again, I love this. It's yeah. So that's kind of my job from Preston Mela today. I'm Preston Makers Market. I love Makers Market. They had one at the beginning, like when I enrolled into journalism.